Yeah, I'm proud of the way we found a way and we were resilient today. It's been rough. We've had a lot of moving pieces and parts, and it's finals, and they've got a lot on their shoulders, and I'm just really glad that they locked in for 40 minutes and were able to just be resilient and just keep fighting, and just figuring it out and finding a way. So I'm really pleased. I'm also pleased to get a win right before we go on this long break, because that would have been a longer break for all of us if we if we ended up on the other end. So yeah, I'm just proud of the way that they just keep being resilient and keep growing and just pushing through all this adversity that we've had.
Thanks, Coach. Paul, questions?
So, coming off that tough loss against Fordham and they deal with that cancellation on Tuesday, how important was it for you guys to bounce back?
I mean, we're all really competitive. None of us like to lose, right? So we were all itching to like play Maris so that we could just get rid of that loss, honestly. So yeah, it was a letdown. But yeah, it's just another opportunity, and also just understanding that it is an opportunity and be grateful for the opportunity to play a game, because it could be taken away at any moment. So, but yeah, like I just mentioned, it was really important, and it helps everybody sleep better with a dub before this break. So again, I'm happy for them, and I thought we did a good job.
Yeah, and so Penn came into tonight's game having lost 5 matchups in a row, and so does that play into your mindset going into the game, or are you trying to like keep that out of your mind?
Me personally,
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a piece of that it goes in my head of like, yeah, they really want to get in the dub column too, right? But I really try not to give my energy and focus on the opponent as much as, I mean, we got to do what we do, and I can't just change up and say, hey, they've lost 4 in a row, whatever it may be. Like, just you got to be extra. Nah, like we got to go out there and do what we do every day, and stay consistent with what we do, because we're going through our own stuff, right? We didn't have certain players. We're doing different lineups. People are playing with different people that they're not used to playing with, and so we got to make sure that we're good. So I didn't think about it that much. I have a lot of respect for Mike and Penn. I think that's a good program. That's a good team, and they're gonna get better as they go. But I tell them all the time, I'm like, the opponent is not waiting on you. They don't care what you're going through. So we got to just go, and that's kind of what I preach to them.
Yeah, and so obviously it was great to see India back on the court tonight. How important was it to have her back tonight?
Yeah, I mean, again, I think that's getting a piece of a comfort zone, right? We're used to having Indy. We don't have Indy. We don't have Annie. We don't have Kenzie. We don't. It's all these pieces that we just haven't had, right? So, of course, it's a comfort, and she's experienced, and she brings just just Indy. It makes everyone feel look a little better. I don't know what it is. It's a gift. I tell her that's a gift, but absolutely, even me as a coach, it's like, thank you. When she came back, I was like, yes, she's back. Okay. But it was also important too that the team knew that they could compete without her too, because we are a complete team. I mean, we had a chance to win it for them. We were in position to win that game without her, and I know that makes her feel good too, that we had her back, right? And it's not just all on her shoulders.
Yeah, and so India, it was great seeing you back. What kind of adjustments were you making entering today's game?
Just being more aggressive. I know they didn't really have that many tall players, so I just attacking as much as I can. The girls passed me the ball. They had the confidence in me to go get that bucket. So just being aggressive and having the confidence in myself.
Yeah, so what do you think was the key, especially to your success in the paint tonight?
Um, I feel like just going up stronger. I'm really like a finesse type of player, like fading. I can still make those, but I feel like just using my body more and being more physical down low.
Yeah, and so as a team, you guys finished with a 42% field goal percentage. Um, so what do you think overall was just your offensive, the key to your offensive success as a team?
I think everyone just knows their role. Everyone knows what shots it takes. Everyone knows everyone's strengths and weaknesses. So we just play really well together. Um, and yeah, obviously it just showed on the court.
Yeah, and so Nairimar, um, I noticed in the second quarter it was very, it seemed like very gritty offense and defense. You had a few physical plays where one of them I think you ended up like you sort of ended up at the base of the hoop, and so I was just wondering like what was going through your mind? How do you stay in the game when you're experiencing such physical plays like that?
I mean, I knew today was going to be a competitive game. They came out playing super hard, so I told myself that I had to play stronger, you know, and harder because I know it's going to be a physical game. So I was prepared for that.
Yeah, and so Obi and Padilla both led the team, led Penn in points tonight. And so I was wondering, what made guarding them so difficult tonight? What do you think?
What made them guarding so difficult? I mean, we had E on her, so that was pretty good. She had good defense, and we were just in our gaps. So we were communicating throughout the entire game, and I mean, we had stops.
I think that's a good offensive team. Okay, so their coach puts them in good positions to score, right? So we did a good job on Obi in the first half, right? And then third quarter we did a good job on Padilla, and then it flip flopped, right? Obi started scoring, so they're really good. I mean, Penn is predicted to finish second in the Ivy, so it's a tough matchup. But again, this is all good for us to help prepare us for conference and for the NCAA tournament. So it happens. This is good.
You had a pretty impressive rundown block in the game. What went through your mind on that play, and just take us through that?
I'm a hustle player, and that's what I'm gonna do. If I could block it, I'm gonna just go straight up and block the shot. So
Nighty doing nighty things.
I'm doing 90 things.